What if I told you that you could live for almost free, build wealth, and have tenants pay your mortgage, but there's one mistake that 99% of house hackers make, and it could derail your entire strategy? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how house hacking can change your financial future, but more importantly, how to avoid the mistakes most people make. Welcome to Strategy Saturday. I'm Charles Carillo, and today we're diving into the life-changing strategy of house hacking, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can start building wealth just like I did. By the way, are you already house hacking or are you considering it? Drop a comment below and let me know. I want to hear what's holding you back or what's been working for you. So house hacking is a very powerful investment strategy. I started my multifamily investing career by purchasing a 3-family house, living in one of the units and renting out the other 2. Now, traditional house hacking involves purchasing a 2 to 4 unit property, living in one of the units and renting out the others. And why only 4 units? Because with 5+ unit properties, the property is now considered a commercial property and will not allow you to purchase it with a residential mortgage. And residential mortgages are good for this because it's going to be a lower down payment. Now, a couple of different house hacking methods include the rent by room model, which I avoided since I didn't want to live with strangers, and the accessory dwelling unit or ADU model, where you might have an additional legal unit or mother-in-law unit on the property that you can easily rent to someone. And you'll most likely get a higher rental rate because they're going to have their own private entrance. Okay. Now, if you want to learn more about house hacking and how to house hack a property, you can please check out episodes SS41 and SS159. So how does someone build wealth when they're house hacking? So number one is reducing your living expenses. Now, you'll probably see online or on social media that house hackers who live for free, but in my 5 years of house hacking, I never lived for free. Now, significantly discounted living expenses, yes. But I think on my best month as a house hacking, when I was renting out a room as well in my unit to a friend, it cost me like $40 a month to live, which is really low, but still, I wasn't making any money. Now, I still always paid myself some monthly rent to build up my property's bank account as a reserve. But when house hacking, the money you're saving can be considered the management fee that you're paying yourself. Now, number 2 is building equity. Now, I remember paying off $350 to $450 monthly of principal when I was house hacking as I paid my mortgage, or better yet, as my tenants paid the mortgage. Number 3 is property appreciation. Now, most properties will appreciate over a 10-year period, and I owned my first house hack for 16 years before selling it, so definitely appreciated it before I sold it. Number 4 are the tax benefits. Now, I would never buy a property because of the tax benefits, but property ownership does come with several tax deductions. Some of these include mortgage insurance deductions and maintenance expenses. Remember that this is your primary residence, so $250,000 to $500,000 of your capital gains when you sell will be sheltered. Now, when I was house hacking, I knew I wanted to become a property investor and a landlord on a larger scale. So the main benefit of house hacking was learning how to become a landlord on a very small and safe scale, minimal risk. Now, there are only so many issues you have with repairs and tenants when there are only 3 or 4 units that you're managing. Additionally, you live at the property, which makes self-managing the property very easy. You don't have to travel anywhere if there is an issue, and it taught me a lot about dealing with tenants and contractors and managing properties with minimal risk. No matter what your long-term goals are around real estate and investing, house hacking will jumpstart your net worth while allowing you to gain valuable property owner experience. So I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to rate, review, subscribe, submit comments and potential show topics at globalinvestorspodcast.com. If you're interested in actively investing in real estate, please check out our courses and mentoring programs at syndicationsuperstars.com. That is syndicationsuperstars.com. Look forward to 2 more episodes next week. See you then.
If you always want to invest in real estate but didn't have the time, didn't know where to find the deals, couldn't get the funding, and didn't want tenants calling you? Since 2006, I've been buying income-producing properties in great locations that provide us with consistent passive income while we wait for appreciation in the future and take advantage of tax laws while we're waiting. And unlike your financial advisor, we invest alongside our investors in every property we purchase. Check out investwithharborside.com. If you like the idea of investing in real estate, if you like the idea of passive income, partner with us at investwithharborside.com. That's investwithharborside.com.
Nothing in this episode should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Any investment opportunities mentioned on this podcast are limited to accredited investors. Any investments will only be made with proper disclosure, subscription documentation, and are subject to all applicable laws. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of Syndication Superstars LLC exclusively.